So most product launches fail for the same reason. Not necessarily a bad product, but they're launching it in the wrong order. And it's that order that fails you. People do everything in the wrong sequence and they burn through their budget and wonder why it didn't land. So today I want to walk you through how to launch a product brand the right way using 3 brands that absolutely nailed it. So here's the big mistake I see all the time. You've got a new business idea, you've got a new product idea, and you get excited. You want to launch all of those products at the same time, a whole range, 5, 10 products, massive website, full packaging across the lot. It feels ambitious and it's the fastest way to burn through your money before you've even proven anyone wants the thing that you're selling. Because a launch doesn't just cost you in making the product. It's the branding, the marketing, the packaging, the website, and times that by every single product. You end up spreading yourself too thin and you do everything badly. So lesson 1, launch one thing, not everything. Put all of your energy into 1 or 2 products, get them right, prove there's an appetite, then expand. Look at Graza, the olive oil brand. They didn't launch 15 products at once. They launched 2. Drizzle, a finishing oil, and Sizzle, a cooking oil. That's it. They nailed those 2. Build a following, prove the concept, and only then did they expand into frying oil, refill, chips, glass bottles, the lot. Today, they're one of the biggest olive oil brands in America. They just walked before they ran. Lesson 2, and this is the one most people skip, is prove people actually want it before you spend the big money. Not a hunch, not what your mates are saying, oh, that sounds like a great idea. You want real evidence that people will buy your product. My favorite example is Who Gives a Crap, the toilet paper brand. Before they made a single roll, the co-founder sat on a toilet in a freezing Melbourne warehouse and live streamed himself, refusing to get off until customers had pre-ordered enough to fund his first production run. 50 hours later, they pre-sold over $50,000 worth of toilet paper and they proved demand before they spent the money. Now, you don't necessarily need to do a live stream. Just talk to 15 to 20 real buyers, set up a landing page and see if anyone clicks buy, and take pre-orders. People voting with their attention and their wallet is the only signal that counts. Now, lesson 3, decide where your product sits. Do you want to put it under your existing brand or launch it as its own standalone brand? This is a brand architecture decision, and it's not just branding, this is business. You need to ask yourself, will I sell this business later? Do I want the books kept separate? Is this for a different audience? And look, if it's yes for any of those, a standalone brand might be the move. If, however, it fits neatly under what you already do, extending your brand borrows the trust you've already built. There's only the right answer for you and your long game. Just don't do it by accident. Lesson 4, this one's huge. Get the name right. This can honestly make or break a brand. A great name is memorable, easy to say, and tied with meaning to your product and your audience. Going back to Graza, drizzle, sizzle, 2 words that instantly tell you what each oil is for. Drizzle goes on top, sizzle hits the heat. They solve a real problem standing in the supermarket with no clue which oil's which, just with the names. That's a name doing years of marketing for you. Lesson 5, be disruptive. Break category rules. Do your competitive analysis, look what everyone else is doing, and consider doing the opposite. Graza took a posh, serious, stuck-up category, olive oil, and went fun and casual. In a squeezy bottle, no one had used in olive oil before. And the king of this, liquid death. Have you heard of this one? Everyone selling water was doing wellness, purity, calm. They called their water liquid death. Put it in a tall boy can, wrapped it in heavy metal, and said, murder your thirst. The complete opposite of the category, and it made them famous. Who Gives a Crap did the same thing with toilet paper, a category nobody thought could ever have a point of view. So disruption gets attention. A sensible Me Too product never will. Lesson 6, price it on purpose. Your price actually sends a message. Your price is one of the loudest signals your brand sends. Most founders set it as an afterthought. They check what everyone else charges and kind of land in the middle. Safe. That's not a strategy. That's just copying. Your price should come from your positioning. Premium, charge like it and back it up. Disrupting on value, make the price part of that story. Price too low and you train your people to see you as cheap and then you're just stuck here. Price too high with nothing to justify it and you lose them on the shelf. Match the price to the promise so the two tell the same story. Lesson 7 is position it clearly and build the rest last. I'm a big advocate for strategy first, whether it's a brand or a website. You do those last. Explain what your product does simply without drowning people in features You should be able to say what it does and why it matters in one sentence. If you can't, the positioning isn't sharp enough yet. And here's the order that trips everyone up. The website, the packaging, the marketing, they come last, not first. Get the strategy, the demand, the architecture, the name, the price, the positioning locked in. Then you build the marketing assets, all that visible stuff to express this message. Do it the other way around and it's just cosmetic and a flawed approach. So that's it. Launch lean, prove the demand, decide where it sits, get the name right. Be disruptive, price it on purpose, and position it clearly. Then build everything else from there. So get the foundations right first, and the whole launch gets easier, cheaper, and far more likely to actually work. If you're launching something and want to get a hand getting the strategy right, before you build, that's exactly what we do here. There's a link below. Get your strategy right. Leave your mark. I'll see you on the next one.